What's up, y'all? It's No Joke Howard. I'm here in my bedroom. I have a slight erection right now. I'm not sure why I have a slight erection. Sorry that you had to hear that. I just wanted you to know that I have a slight erection. Anyways, what the fuck am I doing right now? Yeah, I just got off work a little while ago. Just gonna kind of chill this evening, kind of taking it easy, kind of resting my body. You know, contrary to what you may or may not believe, you know, like before a fight, it's actually good to rest a little bit because I've been doing so much training, so much, a day in, day out, grinding my ass off. And, you know, damn, man, my body's taxed and I don't want to be, you know, fucked up for my fight. So I want to be fresh. I know what you're thinking. No joke. You know, we don't like we know you got to fight. You mentioned it in your last fucking 35 goddamn videos. Shut the fuck up and get to the damn point. Talk about selling drugs. Okay. And if you guys want to hear more about my erection or my slight erection, please email me at nojokestriking@gmail.com so you can hear more about my slight erection. And when I say slight, I mean like you know, I've got a solid half chub going right now for no apparent reason. I'm not even horny. Anyways, yeah. In this video today, I just thought I'd tell you guys about my time as, you know, selling drugs. It's like I don't really even think I have a moral to this, or there's really no like point. I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's entertaining. But I started selling drugs when I was in high school. I just started with weed. I had a buddy named Tyler, and his name was Tyler Verts, actually. So Tyler, if you're watching, hey, what's up, man? I'm sure you're still big as fuck. Yeah, this guy Tyler was cool. He was actually my best friend for a while, but he was one of those guys that like everybody knows a guy like this, right? He's a guy who's like big, like he's got a big frame, but he's fat. But he thinks he's built, he's like a fucking strong man, like he's a fucking bodybuilder or some shit. And he always used to make fun of me because I had skinny legs. Even when I was fat, guys, I still had like skinny calves. Like I've always had skinny calves. But like my thighs and butt are pretty muscular, I must say. My thighs and ass are pretty meaty. But anyways, yeah, so he was one of these dudes who liked to brag about how big and like massive he was. He would always talk about his mass. Anyways, I'm getting way off track, but yeah, we used to sell weed together. But I was a terrible weed dealer because I was a pothead at the same time. Like, you can't be a weed dealer and be a pothead. Well, you can, but you don't want to go into your own stash. So what we used to do is we used to buy, for example, the first time we did it, we wanted to start small to see how, you know, to see if we could do okay. So we bought an ounce. An ounce is 28 grams for those of y'all who don't know. And back where I lived in Virginia, an ounce of like mid-grade weed, like regular weed, I don't know, $100. No, it was like $200 because it was like 50 a quarter, which is pretty expensive for regular weed, in my opinion. Yeah, so it was like $200. And what we would do is we would roll a joint, like half a gram joint, and a joint roller, so they were all the same size, and we would just sell joints. So I would make like $30 to $40 just off 3 joints. These little stupid ass high school bitches. Yeah, I said bitch. Yeah, I said bitch. Go fuck yourself. And yeah, we would just make bank, dude. And then I got into selling pills, and I got into selling like opiates and shit, which is a different crowd if you ask me. It's definitely a different crowd. I started doing drugs and stuff when I was like 17, 18. Like it got me into doing all kinds of pills. I was doing coke and drinking a lot, smoking lots of weed. And this is like all before I got myself in shape. This is all before I stopped fucking with all that and got in good shape. As you can see now. Yeah, and if there's people on Kamai 440 who want to make fun of me for flexing on camera, go fuck yourself. It's only because you don't look as good as me, and you know it, and your penis is much smaller than mine, and you don't have a slight erection like I do. Anyways, Yeah, so I got into selling like Vicodin, hydrocodone, oxycodone, Xanax, all that shit. And these people will do anything for pills, man. These people will do anything for fucking pills. My mom was a pillhead for like, I don't even know how long, at least 10 years. She stopped doing the shit last year because she went to rehab finally, my mother. Mom, if you're watching, you're probably not, but I love you, and I'm glad you're not on the pills anymore, and the NyQuil. Yeah, but my mom, she used to take pills all the time, and she would have seizures, and I'd have to, save her. This one time I was driving her. Thank God I was driving, and she started having a seizure. Her eyes rolled in the back of her head, and her body got clenched up and tensed up, and she was slobbering from the fucking mouth, and I thought she was dead because she wasn't breathing. Turned out she had a seizure from taking this stuff called tramadol, which is like some kind of painkiller, I guess. And for years on afterwards, the back of her car would be covered and littered with fucking NyQuil bottles and all that shit, guys. So I mean, look, the opiates will grab a hold of you, man. I personally never liked doing opiates. I used to do a lot of hydrocodone and Vicodin, and honestly, never really did much for me. Even Coke, it never really did much for me, other than wire me. It just made me wired for like 15 minutes, and then I was begging for more. But I was always more of a weed guy. Weed always had the best effect on me in terms of actually doing something, like physically altering my state of mind. Marijuana always did the best of doing that. But I sold lots of drugs in high school. Pills specifically, and marijuana. And basically, I guess I'm telling you this just because I'm bored and I have nothing to do. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about it, but I don't feel badly about it at all, selling drugs to people. I don't. So if anybody's thinking about selling drugs, it's super easy to do. Just don't get caught. Pills are really easy to sell because they're popular. It's easy to crush them up and cut them. So like what I would do is I would crush up the pills. I would crush up the pills into a powder, and I would cut it. I'd cut it with like baby powder. I cut it with things like that, like just like you see in a movie. Just like you see in a movie where people are cutting crack with fucking baking soda or whatever else they're using, fucking baby laxative. I used to do that shit with my pills, but I would crush them up and people would buy the shit and they'd snort them right there on the spot. And I did it to make money. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if I did it. I don't care if people got sick or if I made somebody's life worse. I didn't force them to buy the pills. They chose to do it, and I did the pills myself. And like I said, I never really got much out of it. So I don't really feel too bad for addicts. I think it's all weakness. I think that if you're a drug addict, I don't think you can blame it on the drug. Because at the end of the day, mind is over matter. It's never the drug. It's you. It's always you. People eat cheeseburgers every day and fucking donuts and don't exercise and they get fat. The cheeseburgers aren't to blame. The donuts aren't to blame. The lack of exercise is not to blame. It's you, motherfucker. You're just lazy. You have no discipline and you're fucking weak. You're a weak person. You are. And I can say this because I used to do drugs. I did have a habit going for a while, especially with more so like the weed. But then again, weed's not as you can't really compare that to opiates, in my opinion. But my biggest thing is I was always fat when I was younger. So and they say too that changing your diet and lifestyle is proven to be harder than quitting heroin. Now, I'm not sure if that's completely true or not, but I'd imagine it's similar in terms of being hard to give up the donuts and the fucking Krispy Kremes and the Mountain Dew and all that crap, and doing a damn sit-up and hitting the fucking gym is it's not easy to get into that lifestyle, but once you do, you have nobody to thank but yourself. And if you can't seem to change yourself for the better, you have nobody or nothing to blame but yourself. It's not the drug, it's not the food, it's you, motherfucker. It's always you. It's always you. So I guess that's the moral to this video. I don't feel bad for selling drugs. I don't feel bad for saying the shit I say because it's always you. If you're offended by my tone of voice, if you're offended because I'm too raw and I'm too real and I seem aggressive when I speak, I'm not responsible for your damn sensitivity. All right, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible for your damn sensitivity, and I don't need to be somebody I'm not to appease you, to make you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable watching my videos, don't watch my fucking videos then, bitch. Don't watch them. Turn them off. Go suck a dick or do whatever it is makes you feel better. You know, go eat a donut and do a line of fucking OxyContin. But it's not my fault. It ain't the drugs' fault. It ain't the food's fault. It's your fault, dumbass. So get up off your fucking ass. Damn, I'm ranting right now, aren't I? I just got a little bit angry, didn't I? I think I just got angry because... Oh, let me drink my caffeine here. I'm addicted to caffeine as well. But it's not the coffee's fault. It's my fault for making myself dependent on the caffeine. Anyways, guys, fuck. I just totally ranted this whole video. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, but I'm still going to post it. I don't care. Hope you guys enjoyed. No Joe Coward. I talk about whatever the fuck I want. I talk about sex. If you guys want to hear about my past sex life or lack thereof, damn, I have to show my fucking lack thereof, please email me at nojokestriking@gmail.com. If any women would like to fly to Cambodia and give me some pussy, that would be awesome. Because I haven't gotten any pussy in a pretty long time. I'm definitely thirsty for some relations with a nice woman. So if anybody wants to fly out here, give me some pussy. That would be great. I'll give you some dick, and it won't be semi-hard. It'll be fully erect. I promise. Anyways, guys, I'm No Joe Coward. Peace.